Off the internet or something. Welcome, everybody. I'm Kay from the Yogapreneur Collective, and we are here with Carol from the Yogapreneur Collective.
Okay, and we're
That's my
live. I'm
voice.
also going to hit record just in case.
Let me get rid of that. Okay, as I was saying, we are here with Carol to officially introduce you to Carol, who is our newest YC yoga business coach. Carol, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got into coaching, your studio, all of that stuff.
Yeah, hi, my name is Carol, and my story is I started off after college as an IT consultant, and after about 3 years of doing that, I decided it wasn't the path I wanted to go on anymore. And I had discovered yoga during that time, and I went to yoga teacher training 20 years ago, which is just crazy to me, 20 years ago, with the express intent on opening a studio down the road. I ended up meeting my business partner at teacher training. And so a year after teacher training, we opened our hot yoga studio here in St. Louis. And the story goes, back then you didn't have to do a whole lot to get people in the doors. And so we were really successful straight out of the gate, and things were rolling and working really well until they weren't anymore. So I guess around 2017, we were starting to see a dip in sales. The things we had done in the past weren't working anymore. We didn't know where to direct our energy. And it was kind of a scary time, but we had heard about the Yogapreneur Collective and heard good things. So we ended up talking with Josh at the end of 2018, I believe, and signing up right away. And within that first year of just being part of the network, I mean, we weren't even in coaching at that point. The first year we had an increase in gross sales of 15%. And that was just like getting all the resources and going to the webinars and just, learning as much as we could. I ended up going to the Yoga Business Summit at the end of 2019, and things were just really ramping up there at 2019, and we hit the beginning of 2020, and we all know how 2020 went. However, being part of the YC during COVID was it was just, I don't know how we would have survived without it. So that was really, really helpful, and the support and the resources really helped us through that. We came back towards the end of 2020, and 2021 was looking really good, but it had been a while. My partner and I opened in 2003. And so we started to talk to each other about how we wanted to proceed going forward. And we decided it was time for us to think about selling the business. So that's when we started with our coaching and really dialed in everything that we needed to do to sell the studio. And we successfully sold at the end of August this year for more than what we anticipated, which was amazing. So with all that being said, I've seen the power of coaching and being part of the community. And so I wanted to become a coach because, it's kind of like the same reason a lot of people go to yoga teacher training. They have experienced this transformation and this wonderful change in their life through yoga practice. So they want to become that teacher for somebody else, that guide. And so it's my turn to be that guide in this space for other people. And I'm really excited about that.
That's so awesome, Carol. What a story. And I think that's just a great way to describe it too. That's also what I experienced, just very similar to when yoga students go to teacher training. Like, I've seen that this works and I've experienced the results, and now I want to give that to other people. So exciting. And I was so excited to get into hearing Carol's story that I forgot to tell you guys, you need to watch to the end of this video and check the comments on the post in the Mighty Network, because I'm going to put a coupon code in there that you can use to get a super special deal on coaching with Carol to get her started off here in the YC. So definitely, click that link. There's only 2 of these deals available, and I'm going to explain at the end of our video a little bit more about what you get when you sign up. I want to tell you guys too that how we choose who to hire as yoga business coaches in the YC is very particular because our industry is really special. And so one of the top criteria for somebody becoming a coach for the YC is that they have actually run or currently run a successful yoga business, because you can find tons of business coaches out there that just don't really understand anything about your specific industry and your niche. So that's something really special about all of the YC coaches. And Carol has a super special perspective in that she's been on that other side of coaching. And I can tell you, actually, because we worked together, I was your coach for you guys for a while. So I can tell you that working with Carol is just like such a pleasure. And I know, though we've never worked together with the tables turned yet, that working with her online is just like, it's so nice because she's very put together and always has like things organized and ready for you. And yeah, I can't say enough good things. So I'm super excited for those people who click the link and enter the coupon code. Let's see, where are we in our spiel, what we wanted to talk about today? Oh, okay, Carol, what do you think that every yogapreneur should know or do that they maybe don't currently know or do?
I think a lot of people don't realize how important having their processes are in place, like their standard operating procedures. A lot of times you might, it's in your head, or you assume that your staff are doing things, but there are techniques that you can put in place to really ensure that everything that needs to be done is getting done, not only from the employee side, but from the studio owner side. And the more those things are put in place, the easier your life becomes, because you can be assured that the things at the studio are getting done. You don't have to follow up and make sure that the toilet got cleaned or whatever. You can just make sure that you can rest assured that it's getting done. But also from the studio owner side, if you are doing payroll or you do the schedule, if those are written down and how you do it, then if something were to come up where you just couldn't do it that month, that you could hand it off to somebody else. Or down the road, you just have everybody else do these things for you. So it's really important to get it out of your brain and really push those in a way that's going to be effective for your staff. They're going to feel more confident because they know what you expect. And then you always feel confident that you could have somebody do all the things that keep your business running like a machine.
Yeah, I think that's that's so true, that we all, studio owners, always have it in their head, right? We always have it in our head because we created that system. And then a lot of us don't have it actually written out on paper so that somebody else could use it. Because guess what? Your staff can't get into your head when they need to. That's so true. And then I love that you said, that frees you up, that gives you freedom, right? So that you can work on your business rather than working in your business all the time. And also you could even not be working on your business all the time. You could go to Mexico, so such a good point. What, Carol, will clients experience when they work with you as a coach?
When you work with me as your coach, you will definitely increase your profits, and you'll also have someone to help prioritize your time and your energy. So you can feel freedom about what you're doing and the confidence about where you're going.
Sounds good. Sign me up. What else should we know about you, Carol? Any fun facts, specialties?
Well, with my IT background, and I definitely have an analytical brain and mindset. I love doing KPIs. I did our Squarespace website, so I can help tweak that kind of stuff. Anything technical, I'm really excited about. But also just our yoga studio background was in hot yoga, but we did offer other modalities. So, I have experience with working with teachers of different styles as well, and that kind of thing. So yeah.
And another experience that you share with a lot of studio owners too is being a parent, right? And you had your son during the time that you owned the studio, right? So you navigated that.
Yeah, so I definitely understand how priorities change, and you know, as a studio owner, you have to shift, you have to be flexible, unintended. So yes, I did have my son back in 2010. And so, you know, it's definitely something I've experienced, and I want people to learn from my mistakes so they don't make them. And yeah, I'm really available for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So you get that. Because I think that that is something that I think a lot of yoga business owners are also parents, and possibly like, I don't know, it seems like maybe I just know a lot of yoga business owners versus other business owners, but it seems like even more of us too, because I don't know about you, but like one of the reasons that we opened our studio was because I wanted to have a place where I could take my kids to work with me. And yeah, so and have it be like a really healthy and supportive environment and stuff too. And then of course, that doesn't mean it's easy. So I wanted to highlight that because I think that that's something that's a really special perspective to understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always felt like one of my wins was always being able to drop my child off at school and pick him up. You know, I was always able to do that. And I love that about owning a studio.
Yeah, it kind of does force you to have some boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it can be tricky if it's just you, and like you could work 20-hour days, right? But like if you have kids, you're kind of like right now I have to change a diaper. Like I cannot cover that class. So it kind of makes it really important to have those SOPs and stuff in place. You learn, you know, necessity is the mother of invention, right? Okay, well, that's Carol, everybody. I want to tell you about the deal of how you can get started coaching with her for, you know, even less than what it's worth. So much less than what it's worth in fact, because it's pretty much priceless. There are only 2 available of this deal. I'm going to give you the coupon code, like I said. Basically, what you get is $500 off when you sign up for your premium membership. So that means, in other words, that you're getting the alignment call for free. You get bi-weekly coaching, which is an hour-long coaching session with Carol. But the way you start is through something called an alignment call. That's a 2-hour call with Carol where you're going to look at your KPIs. So you have clarity about where your business is now. You're going to define your vision for your business so that you have clarity on where you want your business to go. You're going to talk about how things are now, right, in your business as far as your team and what kind of systems you have in place. And we're going to make sure that you have the systems in place to make sure stuff gets done. And then Carol's going to help you make a plan for coaching moving forward. So this is where, just like in a yoga posture, you kind of like set it up, you get aligned, and then you maybe go a little bit deeper. In your coaching journey, this is where you set it up, you get aligned, you and your coach are on the same page, and then you have like this great foundation, all the information that you both need, all the data and stuff, so that you can really be successful moving forward. So that's what the alignment call is. And that is normally the $500 that you pay when you sign up. But in this case, with your promo code, 2 of you are going to get that basically for free. So very, very valuable, and merry holidays to you. So that's about all we have to say today. I'm going to put those links in there for you guys. Carol, again, working with her is such a pleasure as a client, as a coach. And so I'm so excited for you guys who clicked that link. Welcome to the team, Carol.
Thank you so much, Kay.
Great. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.